By the University of Warwick has found the need to ventilate COVID-19 patients is reduced with one type of treatment early on. Experts compared 3 commonly used respiratory interventions and found those who received CPAP or continuous positive airway pressure were less likely to require invasive mechanical ventilation. Bob Hockenhull reports.
For thousands of COVID patients, being hooked up to a ventilator has been a terrifying ordeal. But the need for invasive ventilation will be reduced thanks to research on 1,200 patients conducted by the University of Warwick. Trials using 3 different masks found this technique, known as CPAP, was the most effective.
It's a wards rather than in the intensive care unit, and I think it offers real promise both in terms of conserving oxygen supplies, which have been challenging in the NHS, but more importantly in the third world setting. But it's also shown the ability to reduce the need for invasive mechanical ventilation.
Other masks like this one were found to use too much oxygen, depleting supplies. Mum of 2, Lisa Broadhurst from Birmingham, is recovering from long COVID and took part in the trials.
Being given the CPAP saved my life. It was very scary time to have the CPAP in the first place, very overwhelming. But I do believe that having the CPAP really helped my lungs to heal, because I think they were working overdrive.
A third of patients who volunteered were from University Hospitals Birmingham NHS Foundation Trust, including anaesthetist Phil Caukwell, who was struck down with COVID while working 16 months ago.
I had a hell of a night. I couldn't really breathe. It was torture, literally torture.
Phil, a keen cyclist, says he's still only 50% recovered, but is relieved he didn't have to go on a ventilator.
Just to take part in the research, it was phenomenally important to be involved. It will also help other people, so we can make better decisions when patients come into hospital.
The research, jointly conducted with Queen's University Belfast, will help ease pressure on critical care wards. This could prove invaluable this winter. Bob Hockenhull, BBC Midlands Today, University of Warwick.